Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Now we're back with the Talos Principle 2. And today we are in Area 8, Verdant Canyon. Let's get straight to it. So we have to solve puzzles, we have to get to the lab where Melville is. I guess we go this way. Well, last time the lab was in a very conspicuous place. That might be the case too this time. You know what? Let's get started on room 1 first. Mountaineer. All right. Yeah, that anti-gravity thing that we saw the last time. Oh, okay. Yep, we saw this anti-gravity floor as well, and it's very, very disorienting. There we go. Where am I? Where am I? Which way am I facing? Okay. Double space to disengage. Graph shifter? Okay. This is getting more and more complicated. What is that? White light? What does that do? Okay. Alright. Okay, let's see. I think I should probably turn down the graphics a little bit in this area. It's getting a little laggy. So let's say medium. Medium. It's always the effects. It's always the effects that have the greatest impacts on performance. Yeah, this is much better. I mean, it's not going to look as good, but it's fine. So, yeah. How's that? So that gets the connector over. We can now grab this. So, what does that light do for me? It should be blue. Huh. Why doesn't it look blue? Okay. Okay. Well, let's see. What do I need to do here? How does this work? I mean, serious question. How does this anti-gravity thing work here? Okay, well, how does this look in third person anyway? Undeniably stupid. But I guess what I actually need to do is to what? Okay, you know what? I probably should experiment with this a little. But no. It only works on those anti-gravity floor panels to begin with. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure this is what I need to do. It's not like, I guess, Portal, where you can just go into the stream and it'll take you along. Okay, so I'm having problems with basic controls. You know what? First, we try this. Let's figure out how this works. Okay. So it takes us straight into the direction of the beam, and I am stuck. I'm stuck here. Okay. Last checkpoint should be as we entered the room. Okay. Well, and we will come down this way. So I guess what but okay. So if I set it up, it's a pull, not a push. But I guess I still have to do this to pull the connector. Do I make use of that? Okay, well, let's do this. We'll grab the connector. Could we get a connection with this? Doesn't look like it. At least I can try. Am I facing the right direction? Yeah. I'm not picking up anything. Just make sure I don't jump down the other side of the gate here. Yeah. Huh. Okay. What am I supposed to do here then? Okay. I think I get it now. And as usual, I think I was overthinking this. So I just stand on that anti-grav floor and we can connect it from here. Wasn't nearly as hard as it seemed at first. All right. So that was number one.
Creation is a kind of melody. Maybe that's why we respond to music the way we do. Because we recognize something that can't be expressed in any other way.
Why are you suddenly so poetic?
And when we play music, we participate in something ancient, in an act of creation.
Okay. We got a lock here.
Come on, out with it. What's the problem?
I know you're very busy, but
Oh, there's Byron.
you need to pay more attention to what's happening. Everything's slowing down. People are losing track of the bigger picture.
They're still traumatized by New Alexandria.
It's more than that. When I organized the last expedition, I had real trouble finding volunteers. There's no enthusiasm for the outside world anymore. They want to look away from history, pretend there's no past and no future. I'm really worried, Athena.
Okay. I promise I'll look into it as soon as I'm done with this.
Athena seemed rather disconnected there. This is the first time somebody other than Baron Cornelius and Miranda has appeared in one of these locks. Alright, what do we need here? Spiderweb. Yeah, what is this supposed to be white? Or is it a function of turning down the graphics quality? So let's say glow. I'm not sure it improves anything. Well, seems that a computer can handle this setting, so I guess we'll go with it. I mean, barely handle it by the looks of it. What do we have? Okay. So first, where does this take me? Okay. So I need gravity. Good. After that, wait, is there a way for me to... Ah, there is? Ah. Okay. No, I need to do this differently. So, what I need to do is actually suck the connector up. Then... no, this doesn't work. No, I need to set this up. Wait, but how do I get the connector back out, or do I not need to? Yeah, same as the last room, right? I can get a connection from here. Ah, that's fine. All right. Yeah, this is very disorientating. So here we go. I hate thinking in 3 dimensions. Athena's technology can alter and reverse gravity. We've seen multiple cases of anti-gravity on the island. The potential industrial applications of this technology are staggering. So many of the challenges we face in trying to build involve gravity. Moving things, lifting things, keeping things steady. One could say that a significant part of human history has just been a long struggle with gravity. With anti-gravity, all these processes would become simpler and safer. A victory for mankind, as Byron would undoubtedly say. Let's proceed to number 3. But before that, if the question mark is so close, why don't we check it out? Is it in here? I mean, this... it's not. Is there some significance about this passage? Oh, ha 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 ha. Alright, I think we know what this is about. Alright, there's Pandora's Star, and that's a lost puzzle. Well, we'll locate these. And then go back. What's that about? We got... Huh? Is that part of a room? It doesn't seem like it. It's not part of any puzzle room. Anyway, let's get out there and find number 3. I mean, what are all these? We've got so many of these things outside of the puzzle rooms, and it's weird. Okay, so there's number 3. Yeah, maybe I should turn... maybe textures down to medium and illumination down to medium. I want to keep view distance at maximum at all times. Okay, this I guess this does improve performance a little bit, and I mean, the textures still look good enough. So that was number 2. And number 3. Upward migration. Okay. We've got a connector there. We've got 2 connectors. Oh, great. How do we deal with this? So I guess one connector. All right. Let's see. First, let's get this connector over to that side. Then got this. Now we need to wait. Okay. So the question is how do we set it up? All right. Okay. Is this irreversible? I mean, what we needed to do is to set up the connector before we sent it up. But this anti-gravity thing is just irreversible. There's no way for us to get up there, is there? Yeah. I think we have to reset this. And I still don't know if there's a reset room button, but well, the restart checkpoint serves the same purpose. So I needed to set up the red light first. We might as well do it this way, just to be safe. I hope I got this correct. This is not my favorite gimmick for more reasons than one. Anyway, we do this. We do this. Now, next step is that we bring the second connector. We have to set this up again. Set this up. Set this up. And then, make sure I can get it up. Now let's grab this. Whoops. And we send this one over. I mean, it's not hard. But if you make a mistake, there's no way to undo it. And that's the problem. Battery issues. Sorry to be a grump, but what's going on with our battery tech? My battery replaced just a couple of years ago and it's already constantly in need of recharging. I can't spend half my life in sleep mode. Is this really what we're coming to? This is exactly what we're coming to. Battery ingredients are rare. We can't scavenge further without building outposts. Herman shut down the mine project. What did everyone expect? You should learn to live with less than the religious nut job. Sleep mode is a great time to meditate and think about our place in the universe. Do you really need to be active all the time? Let's not start a panic about minor technical issues. Mistakes happen, Stolo. Please talk to Pellegrino or Nice about getting a replacements, which I'm sure will work a lot better. So, this way. It's Prometheus. How do I get up there, though? So we got room number 4 right there. Yeah, there's never a hint about where the sprite is. But we'll mark this. And let's get started on number 4. Lateral thinking. Alright, let's get this started. Alright. Now, what do we have here? Got a hexahedron that I guess we will grab and then fall off. So this will let me retrieve the connector. To what end? I guess I need a blue somewhere. Where can I get blue? Alright. We got this. Alright. How do I get blue to blue? I'm pretty sure I do this on the ground. But in relation to the ground, is there a way for me to retrieve blue? Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'm not quite seeing the solution unless there's another connector somewhere. Oh. But I mean, I'm not sure this changes things very much, does it? So if I grab this, let's see. All right. I don't want to fall too far. Why is it set up like this? So let's connect all 4 of these. Maybe I'm supposed to cut off one of them. Yeah. Okay. So let's start with this, and it's sounds very annoying. But I'm gonna grab this. No. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Well, it's worth a try at least. So if I set it up this way. No, it doesn't work. No, it doesn't quite work. So this is involved. But how? Shut up. How do I get the blue light out? Is there an angle there where I can make this work? Or maybe here. Let's see. Aha! Yay! That was weird. It was weird as heck.
I've known Byron since day one. I was the first to be born with upgrades from the original Soma design, and he was the first to volunteer to upgrade his existing body.
Yeah, he was a big supporter of upgrades. Deliberate evolution, he called it.
Athena and Cornelius were very kind to me, and so was Byron, but he also made fun of me. And oddly enough, that made me feel more like an equal than anything the others said.
There's another of those fragments. What do we have here?
Today, for the first time, I synthesized life. It was just a unicellular cyanobacterium, but the sheer complexity of even such a simple organism is breathtaking. Creating it from pure energy, I was filled with a sense of awe and majesty. A sense that what I was doing was sacred. It made me think about the enormous power of life. 2.5 billion years ago, these simple beings terraformed the entire planet, creating the oxygen that underlies the Earth's incredible biodiversity, wiping out thousands of other species, but making the future possible.
First time there was a foreign red herring in a puzzle. What red herring? I mean, if you're talking about the hexahedron, we did need it to get the connector to the other side. I guess it was kind of serving as a red herring in the second stage, but like it wasn't completely non-functional. What's the name of this one again? Recycling, okay. Now, what do we need to do with this? I guess I need it here. Hooray. Now, last red receiver. Ah, yes. That is correct. That was unnecessary. Now, what do I do with these? First off, where does the blue light come from? Well, first I guess I should get the... can I get the hexahedron over? Or... not? Let's figure this out first. Okay, so there's the blue light. All right. Let's take this. Do I need the anti-grav for this? When the grav lift. So from this angle I can get this. I can still go back. I need this. Okay, recycling. Recycling. Ah, all right. Okay. I know what to do. So let's keep these connections. And the operation about keeping connections is actually getting really important at this point. Jump over. So... Okay. I can still make this work. First, let's see. Can I suck you over? Then we suck this one up. Okay, that was actually kind of fun. Number 5.
Kind of excellent.
Field notes on the local biosphere. This environment has been modified to allow life to spread. Most of the life forms can be found in other parts of the island as well, but some appear to be endemic to this region. It's possible they were genetically modified to be better able to survive here. There are some particularly gorgeous dragonflies that I cannot help but think were deliberately designed to be beautiful. But maybe I'm making the same mistake our ancestors made, seeing intent where there is none. Let's move on to number 6. I see a terminal already. Let's go up. How it was before. My great-grandmother lived to be 108 years old, retaining her sharpness of mind to her last day. A couple of months before she died, I interviewed her for my podcast. At the end, I asked her the same question I ask every guest. What is something you wish everyone understood? She thought about it for a while, then she said, how it was before. She tried to explain how much time she spent every single day on utterly mind-numbing activities like hauling water from the well, and how radically everything changed when the area was finally connected to the electrical grid. Before, there was no time to live, she said. No time to be free. Only work, work, work. I countered by saying that there didn't seem to be much time to live now either, but she laughed derisively. I had no idea what work really meant, she said. Young people were weak and feckless, and that's why we let corporations exploit us. Slightly unnerved by her harshness, I asked her if she missed anything about that time. Old photos, our village seemed idyllic to me, but my grandmother quashed any romantic notions I might have had. The past is bad, she said with some finality. Let it be. So many thousands of generations of suffering. Even a single life full of tragedy seems outrageous and unacceptable to me. That's why we have to make it have meaning. Yeah, no one wants to go back to the time when there were no flushing toilets. From the book of annotated internet comments by Eustachius. I just think people are dumb, like relentlessly beep stupid, absolute beep morons. Human history is a beep clown's show from beginning to end. The average person, just a slobbering buffoon, bumbling through life like a drunk gorilla in a bleep china shop, breaking stuff left and right, throwing bleep at the walls, and never understanding a single bleep thing that happens. I mean, just look at this bleep software putting asterisks where swear words would be. People are afraid of bleep words like they have magic powers. But the real world bleep, that is bleep, ruining their lives, that's fine, because they're too bleep dumb to do something about it. Return to monkey? Brother, we never bleep left. A curious inversion. The return to the mythical state of monk is usually portrayed as a material return to earlier stages of development, but here the author instead portrays it as a mental state that has never been surmounted. I'd like to meet Uncle Eustachius one day. He sounds like someone who's always curious about everything. Failed to load comment. Uncle Eustachius. Founding 8. The first new human arrived today. Calls himself Arkady after Chernyshevsky. Spirits are still dampened by the loss of Emo, but everyone is making an effort. I feel a little sorry for him. He's still so curious, jumping at shadows, and staring up at the sky at night, just like I used to do. And here we are, a bunch of grouchy old humans that have seen it all, and are weary and tired and sad. I wonder what he makes of it all. But, be that as it may, we're making good progress on a new living area, although Arkady will have to use Emo's old quarters for the next few weeks. That's the last one here. There's another question mark in over there, but I guess let's do number 6 first. Other side. Okay. What do we have here? Okay. Well, I guess retrieving the graph shifter from the other side is the starting move. So with this, right. I mean, okay, I put this here. Hey. But how? Oh, okay. So we can use gravity to not just move the driller through its own hole, but even ourselves too. Alright, so I mean, this is pretty much a tutorial for this mechanic. Interesting. Probably something we should remember. Number 6. The Talos Principle, 1961. Digging through the archive, I was surprised to discover there's a movie based on the Talos Principle. An international co-production written by Robert Harrison Blake, a pseudonym for an unknown screenwriter, and directed by a young Sergio Leone. It stars Peter Ustinov as Stratton of Stagira, Zero Mosto as his comedic sidekick Nicomachus, and Angel Aranda as the earnest Amintas. It's not a realistic biography of Stratton, but a kind of sword and sandal fantasy epic that culminates in Stratton building a replica of the mythological robot Talos to defeat the war-crazed Spartans. That part is fun and surprisingly well done for its tiny budget, but the movie also contains a number of fascinating dialogue scenes inspired by Stratton's work. Ustinov as Stratton has a line I really liked. There are always hard times in human history, Amintas. You think we're the first to be besieged by enemies or to doubt the wisdom of our allies. But while yesterday is set in stone, a better tomorrow is always within our grasp. That's fascinating. Thank you for sharing. How weird that this film is not better known. It's what Trevor said in the audio file 1K found. Great art isn't always appreciated in its own time. It's not like people particularly love Stratton himself. But we can appreciate it now. Alright. Sounds like a really B movie. So the question mark there looks like a lost puzzle. Ouch. We worried about the sprite later. Yeah. Well, now we know that it's next to one of the lost puzzle rooms, so we'll be able to find it. Is that number 7 right there? Let me get a cuff drop. Running short of these again. Delivery. Okay. The fan is detachable. Seems complicated. Seems complicated. Yeah, it's complicated. Isn't much. I mean, it's not clear what the next course of action is. Okay, so let's say that the first step is to get Okay, let's grab the fan and make use of this. So let's say the first step is to get to that. Okay. Okay, so we got one extra object to play with. Now we swap for this. Bring the fan back. Is it really that simple? It seems unlikely for some reason, but it's worth a try at least. Yeah, it's not that simple. It's not that simple. Ah, okay. Let's grab this and we'll bring the whole setup. And now, let's see. I can't do it from here though. Okay. I just need the fan. And bring this over. I don't really understand this conservation of direction. I guess that's how it works.
That was extremely convoluted.
It actually kind of was. There was no obvious first course of action. Anyhow, number 8 is right here. The layer is not quite as complicated as the last area, I think. Step and release. Okay. So this is the end game, I think. First, let's grab this fan. No. Oh. Huh. Wait. Really? We need both of these to get to the connector. Okay. That's an anti-grav. So let's bring the fan back. Okay. Fine. We swap for this. Let's see. Good. Well, that was step 1. You know what? I should leave this here. But the second gate is still in the way. Fine. Well, we'll take this. So I think it's a connector I need. Okay. I don't think I need the fan yet. So let's bring this fan here. Swap for the hammer. This is scary. The actual question is, how do I get this to aim at the gates inside? Okay. So, with that out of the way, let's grab this. But how do I make this work? Okay. Can I actually... No, I can't. I was trying to reach the red lights from there, but that doesn't work. How do I make this work then? Okay. But I don't see any scenario where I don't need the jammer. No. I guess we leave it here. Right. I mean, it's this is unnecessarily complicated. Yeah, I can't reach the inner gates from here. Huh? What? Wait. Oh, duh, of course. Huh. There's no... Oh. Huh? Okay. All right. This works. Now I just grab this. Yeah, that escaped my mind entirely. Now. I should probably have put the fan in a different place. Yeah, I should have put the fan in a different place. Now I'm not sure how to get it back. How do I get this back? Swap. Swap. There we go. Grab this thing. Swap. And there we go. Alright. All the normal puzzles in less than an hour. Surprisingly. Now, shall we get started on the last puzzles? There's one this way. It's a fox. We still have to look for the lost lab in order to get into the tower. There's at least one terminal that we haven't found, if not more. Might be 2 terminals. Okay. This is shallow water. Yeah. What are these about? The 3's here? No, Trevor. From Miranda to Athena and Cornelius. Larger organisms from the northwestern plains are already moving into the rivers. I've seen frogs and dragonflies. The last generation of plants has already taken root, no pun intended, and is slowly transforming the desert. And yesterday a bunch of seagulls showed up. With some more work, we could apply this anywhere, including Mars or Mercury or somewhere much farther away. We could transform a lifeless rock into a place teeming with life. We could make millions of dead worlds come alive. Miranda. From enlightenment on the precipice. Human beings are deeply and inherently irrational, the claim goes, and on some level it's hard to disagree. The most human behaviors are irrational and in a sense unnecessary. As animals, we don't need to write poetry, pray, or observe the stars. But to view human history as largely irrational is to get it backwards. The problem with human history, the pragmatic everyday realities of mere survival to the cold logic of global realpolitik, is that it is in fact ruthlessly rational. Far too little space for irrational things like kindness or inspiration. Those who imagine their return to a more rural traditional form of living would be a romantic turning away from the tyranny of reason. Forget that there is no one more brutally rational than a farmer. It is the city that allows us the romance of the countryside. It is technology that allows us to appreciate nature. The purpose of reason, ultimately, is to build frameworks within which we can be irrational.
After we talked about science fiction, Alex gave me a book. Her favorite book, a novel called Athena. It's not exactly what I'm used to reading, but it's pretty good. And it really made me wonder how we're going to be perceived if this project works out. Are we going to be mythologized? Is Alexandra going to be this distant mythical figure instead of the real, funny, human person that she is? It's hard to imagine that we'll all have been dead for hundreds of years. Man, I'm scared. I'm really scared. I don't want to die.
Where does this lead to? I mean, is this it? Wait, I thought there was a ledge that I could fall off on. Let's try this again. It looked like there was. So it's on the far end. Is this... Will this work? Okay. Ah, alright. Fine. So the sparks. But that's all, I think. Now, anything else to find up here? It was a great sight. I guess that was the only way to get up here. No other landmarks on that side though. Hey. All right, let's find the lost puzzles. Yeah, so that's Pandora. So I'm wondering, these are normal connectors. I think normal connectors. Normal connectors to what's that? Something up there. Can't see from here. I can't see from here. Fine. Let's go inside then. This on top of that. Question block. Yeah, I can't see what it is. Is it green or is it an RGB connector or something else? Okay, question block. Let's see. Not removable. I mean, probably Mario reference. But how? Should probably leave this down here for the moment. No. No? Okay. Okay. Let's see. How do I line this up? Let's see. Whoops. It's a little far away, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, kind of get it. What's the order in which I have to do this? Okay. I think I know what they want me to do. Okay. So that's why it's called question block. Boing. All right. Do we have to do the same thing? How do I get to the other side? That's the question. Oh, of course. In order to do that, Yeah, Mario, you jump and hit on the with your head. Let's grab this. Wait, that how do I get to the end? I mean, that's the key. Ah, of course. Let's see. Let's see. Just make sure I have the right idea here. So I set this up. Okay. It did work that way. I wasn't expecting that to work, to be honest. So there's lost puzzle number 1. Yeah, Pandora seems like she'll be a bitch. Let's go look for... So that last question mark is probably the lost lab. Yeah, what are these? What are these? Why are the fans here? Is that the gold puzzle? The last gold puzzle was out in the open too. Hi Stratton.
We have of late been told much about what the citizen owes the city. Loyalty, obedience, gratitude. And I will not argue with those who say that without some loyalty to a greater good, a man is little more than a savage. And I will even say that these days there are more
broken textures
savages amongst
here
us than amongst the barbarians, who we call savages out of ignorance and arrogance. But there is another question that we are rarely encouraged to ask. What does the city owe the citizen? What must it offer to earn loyalty, obedience, and gratitude? And if, as we have said, a city is a kind of machine, should a machine that does not fulfill its purpose perhaps be repaired or replaced?
Okay. The question mark is actually pretty far away. So that's where the railroad came from. Huh. So it's that way. This is shallow water. Oh, it's a terminal. Well, I guess we have the quest marker to lead us to Melville in the lab. So the question marks will only be terminals. I think this is the last one. This will be Lystracia.
On my last return to New Jerusalem, I perused the latest artistic offerings and found myself deeply disappointed. There is nothing more despicable to me than an artist who pursues the appearance of morality. Moral art is trash, garbage, not even good enough to be used as wallpaper. If art is a religion, then morality is for those who want to be seen in church. True art is for those who believe. Art must be ecstatic, a work of revelation, created in pursuit of the truth, no matter where it leads. An artist must be an agent of chaos in times of order, and an agent of order in times of chaos.
Let's see. Okay. There's a lab, and there's Melville. Hi.
There you are. Good.
What's happening?
Inside this lab, there's a machine. As usual, I have no idea what it is. Some sort of generator, if I had to guess. When Byron got stuck in the system, it went haywire. It's currently outputting enough energy to power all of New Jerusalem twice. As you can imagine, that's causing quite a bit of interference.
So what do I do?
You go in there and you switch it off. Shouldn't be hard.
Okay. Yeah, so that's not the generator. What? Okay. Yeah, the earth's shaking. That looked like the ancient Egypt portion from the first Talos Principle. Okay. Error. Cannot access energy flow manager. Cannot load profile settings. Cannot initiate automatic shutdown. Connection lost. Warning out. Error. Identify user. Error. Unknown user. Oh, is that Byron? Sorry, Byron. Initiate emergency shutdown. Access denied. Unknown strip ATXN detected. Let's retry. Okay, so we have to load ATXN. Anthropology. Attacks. Attacks adventure. Okay. Credits. Written, designed, and programmed by Addict16. Croteam Game Jam 5th edition. Adapt or die. Okay. You wake up in an impossible place knowing nothing. Scream! You scream but nothing happens. You're alone. Go back to sleep. You wish you could ignore the situation you're in, but reality has a troublesome habit of not going away. Look around. You seem to be in a labyrinth of ancient crumbling walls. Beneath you is an altar of some kind, as if you were a sacrifice. The sky above you is a perfect cobalt blue, and you are startled by its beauty. Examine yourself. You find as though you are shaped like a human being, and you feel that your soul belongs to that storied people. You are made of bronze. You are a beautiful machine crafted with love and care, and imbued with the power to choose. You have gained knowledge, the self. A cold wind blows through the ruins, and you know without knowing that it is the wind from the kingdom of Artemis. It is a wind that brings with it whispers of mountains glimpsed across a stormy sea, and deep forests wreathed in fog, and the long-forgotten cities of your ancestors. Explore the labyrinths. You set out into the ruins, apprehensive but cautious. There is a strange kind of beauty here, the beauty of decay. You must be careful not to imbibe too much of it. Suddenly, an echoing voice speaks to you. Emergency shutdown settings. Access denied, it intones. Error 1C155358. Sting of death is sin. This incorruptible must put on incorruption. What on earth drove us to make these two choices of all the possible choices out there? No, how does... Wait, how How did they even work? Leaving the lost children of Hephaestus behind you, you step out onto a vast plain under a setting sun. Night is falling now, and you can see the light of distant fires on slopes of Olympus, but you're not ready to descend. Only once you have found all 3 sigils will the path to the divine flame be open. Sigils, also a thing from the last game. A path leads to the south, to the buried city. Another leads north to the garden of the Hesperides. Journey to the buried city. The buried city lies to the south. It was once a great place of great wisdom. The philosophers of old strolled on its walkways, debating the nature of virtue and the soul. Now the sands of the desert have claimed its streets, and even its famed temple upon the hill is slowly eroding. Anybody home? A copper fox comes scurrying from the ruins. Its eyes are the rubies, and the flame seems to flicker deep within them. How may I help you? The fox says, its voice ancient and wild. Ask to learn more about the buried city. They say that the city fell because its citizens were sinners, and so were struck down by Zeus. This seems unlikely to me, for Zeus does not believe in sin. At least not the sin of adultery. Ask for a sigil. Or rape. The fox smiles, its alabaster teeth sharp and gleaming. You are supposed to earn the sigils. I guess the last option requires knowledge of the world. Say that you deserve them. Deserve, the fox laughs. Perhaps. Access denied. Error. Copper fox. Okay. Let's ask for a sigil directly now. Say their quest matters. It does, the fox says, but only because you chose to believe so. There's a great power in that belief. You have gained a sigil. Journey to the garden of the Hesperides. The journey is interrupted by a frightful burning figure standing alone in the sands of the desert. Access denied, it screams. Error 1C155358. Fight. Warning, output max parameter exceeds safety protocol settings. Cannot adjust output max to correct setting. Access denied. The nymphs lead you to a place where the crowns of the brass trees seem to grow together, forming a kind of chamber strangely reminiscent of a chapel. In the middle of this chamber grows a smaller tree made of bright blue steel, and upon this tree grows a single golden apple. Ask the nymphs about their father. Some say that Heracles, when he freed our father Atlas from his burden, did not do so by taking his place, but by showing him that the celestial spheres did not need to be held up by anyone, neither Titan nor mortal, neither Titan, god, nor mortal. Then Atlas sat upon his mountain, gazing upon the stars, and wept. Ask the nymphs about the apple. This apple, they say in unison, their eyes aglow, confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes and not a few villains have come to claim it, but all faltered in the final step. For you must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and true wisdom is unending folly. Who would take this burden upon themselves? Pungent nymphs is very tempting. 5358, that's also tempting. 5358. Son of a... Okay, we do have knowledge of self, so say you are strong enough to bear it. You speak wisely of yourself, and you're right, the nymphs say. But do not forget that you're human, and others must bear this burden with you. You have gained a sigil. Maybe a typo. Journey to Olympus. Suddenly, the voice of the Sphinx, bleh, her golden wings, her shadow casts, initiate emergency shutdown. No, you must not do this, Pandora commands you. I have stopped you for a reason. If you complete a quest and ascend Olympus, everything will burn. Error, error. There are 2 errors. What about this one? Everyone you love will burn. The earth will burn, the sky will burn, the seas will burn, access denied. Point out that Pandora is destabilizing the whole system. Pandora hesitates, then she sighs. You speak the truth, creature of clay. Even I cannot use the flame wisely. Access granted. Terminating script. Initiating emergency shutdown done. Okay. That's a first.
Wield, creature of clay.
Oh, there's Pandora.
And you will burn.
Ah. Well, that's a first. Like using an interactive fiction to advance the actual story. Yeah, so we're done with this one. What is this? New gimmick. Okay. I guess we'll figure this out when we get to the next area. Is that everything? Let me in. Huh. But what's up with these? I mean, guess it's like this matter is all generated by whatever that thing that Athena and Miranda and Cornelius have developed. There's another door here. Ah, that leads into the chamber just now. And there is a way down. And a terminal up. I can't investigate this. Let's go for the terminal. From Thekla. Oh shit, that stupid religious nutjob. Beloved founder, Mayor Hermanubis has done much to bring the vision to life. We've almost reached the goal. Sadly, there are still those who refuse to believe. They want to spread the filth across this world, devour all that is beautiful and that we are meant to protect. Hope that when we fulfill the goal, you will return and change their hearts, or cast them out if there's no other way. Religious nutjobs. Breakthrough. Trials. Energy output exceeds expectations. Must revise safety protocols. Halting main device test until... A1C Byron. From the Lives of the First Companions by Randolph. Byron from the very beginning was most similar to Athena and Cornelius. His enthusiasm and wit did much to keep the people from losing hope during the challenging days when New Jerusalem was still young. Where others saw failure and defeat, Byron saw obstacles that could always be overcome through intelligence and hard work. He fervently studied the teachings of the progenitor and often regaled his friends with fantastical stories of what the world could one day become. When the conflict between Atrahasis and Sanchuniathon turned violent, the first such incident in the history of New Jerusalem, and still at the time of writing one of very few such cases, it was Byron who intervened, counseling restraint and forgiveness. He was unwilling to fully blame either side for what happened, instead emphasizing the extreme stress both parties have been under. Irrational behavior is frequently the result of a perceived lack of viable options, he argued before the assembled citizens. While both Atrahasis and Sanchuniathon clearly behaved incorrectly, the ultimate source of the problem is the situation we place them in, of having to do too much with too few resources. The escalation of the conflict occurred because both were doing their best to achieve their goals. That's not terribly fair, pitting them against each other like that, is it? That said, I do suggest we acknowledge that they are both hot-headed idiots and make them apologize. In the aftermath of the New Alexandria disaster, Byron argued unsuccessfully for the building of the colony. If Byron mattered so much to you, why didn't you tell him where you were going? I would have loved to have an older brother. Failed to load comment. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So there's one more lost puzzle to complete, and then both of the stars.
You know, dealing with this hyper-advanced technology is quite challenging enough without the place also being bloody haunted.
Did you figure out anything else about the generator?
When I said it was outputting enough energy for 2 new Jerusalems, I wasn't kidding. It really was. And no emissions of any kind. I'd have to run more tests, but it seems like a perfect power source.
But it was going, in your words, bananas.
True, but that was user error.
Fair enough.
Anything can be used badly. Pellegrino once almost killed himself with a bucket.
We
But
should
I'm
ban
pretty
buckets.
sure I could idiot-proof this thing if they let me. Oh well, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, the one concern I have with all this is that it all seems too good to be true. Like, from the perspective of a city that's running short on resources and energy, it all seems too good. There's the lost puzzle. Is that for the Prometheus star? All this stuff. Let's see where this leads me to. Ah! Huh? Wait, whoa. Okay, let's jump properly. Okay. Okay. So if we dropped from here now, where are we? What does this do? Yeah, this seems like it's for the sprites. Let's get the puzzle first, and then we'll get the stars. Pandora star is the one that's most time consuming usually. Let's not touch that for now. Stow away. All right, so there's a fan and it's detachable. The red light is behind that. This is pointing this way. Huh. How do you even get that open in the first place? Wow. What we have right now. I mean, I can do that. But then what? I mean, I guess I'm supposed to first off set that up. Wait. Okay, that worked. I didn't actually expect that to work, but it did. But I can't reach that. What if I just brought this over then? Hey. Whoops. Select. Okay. Where do I need this? That's a question. Okay, this is probably a distraction. So, let's try this. I'm just not sure we actually have enough space to do this. Yeah. Right. And that looks like the end game. I need to make sure I can get a light through. And that doesn't work. Yeah. What am I missing here? It's not this. Is there another piece of anti-gravity that I can use? Doesn't look like it. At the end of the day, I think I have to do this part at the very least. Ouch. Huh. I'm not sure how any of this could be avoided. Okay, let's take another look around the room. Make sure I didn't miss anything. This... Yeah, I mean, I don't think I have an angle. Not here. Okay. I think I know what I need to do, and that's to get the fan onto this pressure plate. Can I do it? All right. Now. You know what? I don't need to worry about that. Now we put the fan here, which is low enough for us to connect this last one. Yay! That's the last puzzle in this area. Now let's get started on the stars. Yeah, 8 and 2. We haven't found the gold puzzle yet. Oh shit. I wish I could just stay and listen to this music, but you know what? Never mind that. Let's chase this. You're gonna go up, aren't you? Right. Okay. Drop. And catch. Where next? Mm-hmm. Okay. This way. Hey, we gotta pick up a flame without even intending to do it. That's fine. This way. Now, I don't think you can. It's not normally possible to get a graph shifter through it on its own graph stream. Like the driller was a special case, so maybe there are exceptions. I don't know. Ooh. No, it's not inside the room. Okay, how do we get on there? Hey, where is it? Oh, there's a conversation, but oh, huh. All right, got to go around. Where did it go? Where is it? Launch with the fan. Yeah, I don't know. Wait, where is it? I can't see it at all. Is it that way? Where did it go? Where did it go? Huh? Let's see. The compass doesn't help me at this point. Should I build the Tetronimal bridge? I guess I could. Okay, I lost track of the sprites. Well, let's build the bridge first. We won't head up to the tower just yet. Wait. Okay. So that's the only option, basically. There we go. I still don't see a spark. I think this is going to work. I don't think it can be too far away. We just have to search the area. That's just normal blue light, right? Yeah. I mean, I don't think spark would be in a place that's too well concealed. Let's see, we were here. This was where we found it, and then it floated up towards that direction. Or maybe we can go in the direction of Prometheus's star. Is that the one near number 2? Maybe we'll find it somewhere in the middle. I won't talk. Right. That is... No, that's Pandora, damn it. That's Pandora. Where's the other star? It's in the opposite direction. Okay, I think that's it. Okay. Yeah, so that was the right idea. Just go back to Prometheus' statue. So it went backwards, that's why I lost track of it. Alright, well, it's fine. There's the star. Hey.
You must yearn for a better world. Yearn for it with such intensity that your heart suffers. Keep your eyes on that distant vision even when you know that you may never reach it.
So Pandora's star was in a direction of 2, if I can find it. What I'm thinking is that there is a source of green light somewhere. Because we haven't done any puzzles that involve green light. There's a source of it somewhere. We have to find it. I mean, that was the case for the last map. We had to drill a hole out in the middle of nowhere and connect that light all the way back. So where's the canyon that had all those connectors? The frame rate really is kind of low in this area. That's not it. I guess that's what all those gimmicks out in the open are about. Yeah, I mean... Let's see. Okay, that's an RGB connector. That answers one of my questions. So we need to find a way up there. Okay. Well... Over here, I think. Yeah, this looks climbable. That was hard to spot. And this is a first, right? The game letting you run around with an item on the open map. Hey. Hey. Alright. RGB converter. Now we need to find red and blue. This puzzle doesn't use lasers, does it? Question block, nah. We gotta be careful about this because you could potentially lose the converter and then that's the end. Well, we'll just follow the trail of connectors. That's the end point. Which means that what we need to do this also for a spark in an earlier area. I don't remember that. There was one spark that required me to solve a room. They used the gimmick that's inside the room. I don't remember anyone that got me to smuggle in something else. Okay, so we got red there. Let's see if we have blue for this. No. No? No, yes. Yes, no, yes, no, no, yes. It looks doable. If I could find a connector again. Okay. Well, how did this work again? So we'll connect the blue light. And I think all I need to do is this. So that gives me a source of blue. A source of blue that I can pick up here. Actually, I forgot where I placed the RGB connector. Alright. Let's put it somewhere conspicuous. Like maybe at the head of this bridge. The frame rate is kind of low. Alright. I want to make sure I can get a connection. Alright. Like, what angle do I need? Well, I need it up. This is not ideal. It's probably an angle here somewhere that will let me, yeah. And next, upward migration. Where do I want the connector? Could I just use the existing ones? Frame rate. Yeah. And then I have this. Yay! Well, I got the green light. I got a green light. How do I get it to Pandora? That looks like the solution. Let's double check this. It's probably not in question block. I see a grid up there. Now we need to find a way up. Is this climbable? Okay. There is something there. What about this way? Ugh. 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 I'm 90% sure that has something to do with Pandora's Star. Now the question is, what do I do? Let's keep an eye out on our surroundings. It's a long picnic trip. Smuggle out the graph shifter. Okay, that's an idea. Let's see, I think that one we've gone up. I think that was for one of the sparks. We don't necessarily have to smuggle out the graph shifter. Let's see. Yeah, we might be able to. Maybe I'll reach that from here. Thanks for the tip. Now, where is the thingy? What direction was that anti-grav floor? Let's see, where is it? Over there, in the rocks. So I need a window. Does that work? Yay. Thanks for the tip. Hey. Huh? Wait. Inverter? What? Inverter? This only works for red and blue. Wait. So we got to refigure this out. Is there a... There's no laser in here, though. Well, actually, this... Huh. Does that actually make things easier? Because that means I just connect a... Is the Pandora receptacle green? Well, the fact that there's an RGB connector out there. Yeah, it's green. Well, in a way, it should make things simpler. It's green. All I need to do is get blue. So I didn't need to figure out a way to get green into that area. All I need is blue. That actually makes things a great deal simpler. How do I get the receptacle? I mean, the connector. I'm gonna get myself over. Okay. So this is what I need. First, I'm upside down. Where's the connector? Aha. And where's the blue light? It's so disorienting. Yeah. So all I need is one color. Get me out of here. Help! So I got blue. I got blue. Take the RGB converter. I could have connected any one of these connectors. Okay, so I have blue and red. So we'll connect that. We'll pick up the red from this. blue from one of those. Just need to find a. It's the inverter that's going to be hard to pick up. Maybe with enough distance. It's a bad angle. That can be fixed. We'll just fix the angle for this. There we go. Okay, so there's the star. Now we can go into the tower.
The philosopher is rewarded with poison. The hypocrite is rewarded with power.
So, Verdant Canyon. The only thing that's left is to go into the tower. I think there's a way up here once we go around the station. Here we go. Yeah, the towers in this area actually have sunlight. Doesn't bring you directly to the target. But I mean, there's only really one way up. Are these circles completely ornamental? Okay, I guess there's only one way to go. Alright, there's Pandora.
The philosopher Straton of Stagira had little respect for the gods, and instead placed his faith in Prometheus. Driven by hubris, he asked questions that must not be asked, and revealed secrets that should have remained hidden. It is said that for these offenses, he was put to death by the people of his city. Can you see the folly of his actions?
And when the counter argument is actually the quote from Pandora when we picked up her star. The folly was not his, it was the people who acted foolishly.
Yet he was the one who broke their laws. Why do you judge them and not him?
Because unjust laws should be broken? Huh. Let's say this.
And who is to decide which laws are unjust? You?
Okay, this is getting into slightly dangerous territory. The middle option basically invalidates the argument. Some moral principles are self-evident. Everyone must decide for themselves. Let's say this.
If the law is not obeyed, it is not law. And without law, there is only chaos.
Then we should make better laws.
And yet one man's vice is another man's virtue. How will you make laws that lift up all and oppress none? Consider this as you approach the flame.
The dialogue options are kind of designed so that it's very easy to lead to you contradicting yourself. Oh, that's the way. Okay.
I was surprisingly calm, given how aggressive Pandora has been elsewhere. I didn't think she'd even want to talk to you.
I'm a robot lady.
The entities might be epiphenomenal in some way. Instead of causing the changes in the system, maybe they just respond to them.
Can I jump from here? Whack. We survived. Okay. Let's go back. Should have landed somewhere where I can get on a bridge. But there's a way back up here. Let's head out to the next area and then we'll call it a day. 2 hours, relatively brisk pace. There wasn't anything that we got really stuck on. Circular Oasis. South 3.
I remember when I was quite young, I was having trouble figuring out what I wanted to do. I wanted to see the outside world, but even back then, that wasn't really encouraged. I ran into Byron on Jameson Avenue, completely by accident, and I was too nervous to talk to him. I mean, he was one of the first companions. But he noticed me, and we started talking, and he was really encouraging. Introduced me to Garrus, and took me along on an expedition to the quarries in the mountains. Whatever flaws he may have, Byron cares about people. He changed my life.
Yep. That's Byron in a nutshell.
So we already see a couple of purple shadows.
Anti-gravity elevator, but it's locked down. I'll need you to connect to the data stream again. I'm really sorry, 1K. I know it's a risk, but I think it'll be worth it.
Yeah, we already see a couple dudes right there. So, that was a nice brisk 2 hours. We'll be back next time with Circular Oasis, and that's gonna be a longer stream. We'll do this, and then there's probably another mega structure segment. Based on previous experience, it's probably anywhere from 1 to 2 hours. So we'll be preparing for a longer stream and hopefully get through the main area quickly. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. We'll be back on Saturday. At least that's the plan. So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye bye.